but I've only been alive this long. This is it. What you see is what you get, type of thing. So, my reason for being here is that if you put 3 or more or 5 or more of these kinds of intelligences in a room together, they will synchronize. And there will be some serious, coherent thinking going on with fewer and fewer words over time. It doesn't increase in the number of words used. It may seem like it's increasing in the number of words used, but it's not. It's decreasing, such that much more is conveyed in fewer constructs, fewer verbal constructs. That's what coherent thinking and speaking is. Very tight equations. And it really, if a human who doesn't know how to think coherently hears somebody who does know how to think coherently, his nervous system picks up how to do it. So it learns like with mirror neurons. So neurochemically, the mirror neurons in our neurochemical intellectual center gets educated by observing more intelligent operations. So it learns to become more intelligent and more coherent, and now it speaks out into the world, and they learn from him. And then they learn, because they've learned, now they speak, okay, so you got this thing going. It's been going on for 100,000 years. More intelligent, more dominant people taught the less dominant people how to do it. And they became then more dominant. So you got billions of people over time who are becoming more intelligent by observing those who are already more intelligent. It doesn't take any effort for a 7-year-old to reach 10, except staying alive. And it doesn't take any effort to go from 10 to 20. Just stay alive, motherfucker. And you will become Buddha. You're just this far away anyway, but just stay alive. Keep your eyes open, and you will become extremely coherent in fewer and fewer words. Being able to sustain, it's like being able to sustain a thought, a feeling, and a sensation all at the same time, and maintaining that sensation, that whole experience. A thought, a feeling, and a sensation of it happening. Maintain that. And, that's open to one 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for one's entire life, from the moment they're born to the moment they die. Right? One thought, one feeling. And it's not even one thought, because you don't know what the thought is. It's just it's kind of like this. It's 8:55 on a Saturday morning. For me. You do your own math. It's 8:55. And I know I'm going to be somewhere in 5 minutes. It's like the last 5-minute walk to the edge of the Grand Canyon. And how'd you get from there to here? Do you even know? Did you observe it? As closely as I'm observing it? I mean, the last 5 minutes before you showed up, what happened? Because what's going on here in these hangouts is wandering consciousnesses are linking up in a place, in time. That's all. That's all that's going on. In a certain way. And my theory is, for these hangouts, which is, you put 3 or more, 5 or more, 10 or more of those people in a room who already have a sense, feeling, thought about that linking up process, how our intelligence is. We are the higher being that we aspire to. We are the higher being we aspire to be. That's what we are. We, humanity, species, planet Earth. I mean, it's miraculous, if you can even think it. It's even more miraculous if you can speak it. Because what's weird about it is...
It's a miracle we're even here at all, as I did.
And so, so this coherent, wandering consciousnesses show up, they link up on planet Earth. In Denny's or anywhere else, you have people who are eyeball to eyeball, and they don't have to be looking at their eyeballs with their physical eyeballs. I'm looking at David, and I'm looking at Larry, even though I don't see you in my vision. It's unnecessary to see, but I absolutely know that you're there. And you know that I'm here. Okay, so that's step one for humanity's progress through, on his exploration of the world, to find out how to build a TARDIS in one's lifetime, so that one knows how to one can find the blue door. You've learned how to find the fucking blue door. Congratulations, little human. You found the blue door. Open the fucking door. Step in. And then the whole world changes. You don't know if you're a companion, or you don't know if you're a Doctor Who. You know something, but you don't know what you know. You know something, but you don't know specifically what you know. You haven't, observed it yet. You haven't spoken it yet. So it's like it's a cloud of molecular intelligence, higher intelligence. You open up the TARDIS, and it's a cloud of it's the cloud which is a higher level intelligence than you've quite touched before. It's just a higher, it's a higher order, higher level frequency of vibration. It's a cloud above your head. Okay, so
the 999, Bill.
Huh?
The 999.
Okay, so
we know it's there, and we know we don't really know it yet.
No, right. We've stepped through the door. We've found the blue door. To me, in that story, walking in from off the street and stepping and seeing 75 folding chairs laid out before you, and a microphone on a podium on a lit stage, and there's 23 people there now, and you're coming to see somebody talk. You know that much. Okay. Congratulations, human. You found the blue door. It's in people's faces from the time they're 7 or 8 years old. Nobody knows this, but me, I guess, because I'm saying it. Nobody knows that that's what's going on here. What's going on here is people are born, they're completely mechanical, and they become conscious beings in a short amount of time. It only takes 30 years to become a conscious being, which is the intention of human species. So the human species already is conscious to that level. Conscious up to that level. That is the big word. That's the big investigation, the individual investigation into what is meant by the word that. But in any case, humanity has evolved to the level at which you are right now. One is right now. I am at the level of the conscious human being on planet Earth, but there's way more to go. Way more. I can feel it. I know that there is. And it has to do with finding someone else who can speak more coherently than us. It's built into every human. That's what they're trying.
I'm always looking for such people.
That's what they're doing. As people roam the world talking to other people, they're putting out feelers to see if that other person is more intelligent than I am. And once he finds somebody who's more intelligent than I am, he will, his machine will, human species machines will. That's how they're made, and how they operate. What they're trying to do is get smarter. That's what people are doing. They're struggling. It looks confusing and chaotic from one point of view, but you can see how beautiful it is from the other point of view. People are born to wake up in the morning, eat enough food to stay alive through a day, so that their nervous system can pick up impressions of the outside world. Entertain me, that little machine is saying to the world. Feed me, serve me, entertain me. Do your stuff on me, world. Do your stuff on me. That's what we're made of. The need and desire to do that. It's indistinct in terms of sentences. We don't have thoughts about that. Only later am I able to speak that, that's what the thought of our creation is. The thought of our creation is, when I wake up in the morning, my thought of creation is to eat enough during the day to stay alive and take in impressions from the outside world to feed me. Because I know, instinctively, that is smartening me up. So the more I take in, the smarter I become. It's just a simple mathematical equation. The more I take in visually, hearing, reading, and physically, it's smartened up. And so all humanity is doing that anyway. Even though it looks chaotic and they're flubbing the dub all the time. That's how you can say it is. But it's a beautiful, beautiful machine, and we're part of it. We are at the level of ordinary humanity, aspiring to be Gurji for somebody else at a higher level than us individually. And we know that entity is actually in our heads. I mean, that's what's so weird about this. You can't escape that conclusion. Well, what you're talking about, Bill, is simply, I don't know what, becoming God within yourself, unto yourself. Of course it is. It couldn't be anything else but that. The only reason for us to be here is to become, I mean, dare I say it, Jesus. You know what I'm talking about. And you'll look back on this Saturday and go, later on you'll wonder, well, did I make it that time? I mean, maybe I have a different point of view than anybody, because I view these people that came before me, that I know lives here. I view them at a certain level. And it's instinct. It's not an objective measurement that I'm making on Jan or George or any of these other guys, but I know there's a whole bunch of them that figured something out and actually were able to talk about it to other people who were not just completely fooling themselves, becoming involved in a cult, but rather they were actually getting it. They were actually getting the secrets that were unfolding in their presence. So now, for any casual bystander like me, I walk in on this and I see, what the fuck? I don't just see one guy, teacher, conscious work group going on. I don't just see one guy. I see this whole bunch. Suddenly it's a whole bunch. Any newcomer that shows up in a group of semi or conscious beings, okay, will not see one person running the room. You'll see the room running the room. The room the actual conscious room. The 7 people who are already, in on the joke. 7 people putting on a show.